Vita Carnis is an analog horror web series that explores the fictional universe where a mysterious organic species known as the Vita Carnis emerges and begins to interact with and threaten humanity. Presented in the style of a documentary or public service announcement, mimicking vintage educational films and government warnings, complete with distorted visuals, eerie sound design, and unsettling narration. This is one of my personal favorite ongoing series on YouTube, and tonight we are going to be continuing and finishing Season 1. And what an evening it shall be. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you are doing well. I hope that your familiars are keeping, that all of your lore books are growing thicker and more illustrious with every passing day. I hope that your spells and magics continue to wax with power while your enemies wane and diminish until they are nothing but futile balls of energy that you bend to your will. We're going to be returning to Vita Carnis with species anomaly report. I can read. And yeah, so I love this series. Everything about it is fantastic, and we're going to be completing Season 1. Warning: this video contains flashing lights, loud sounds, and graphic content. Viewers be advised. Let's go. You know the video is going to be good when it starts with a warning. And a dark screen. Carnis species log 14. Abnormality documentation. Harvester. Ooh, I love the harvester. It's one of my favorites. Notable population density shift discovered between the dates of 1989. Okay, between 2 months. Maps display the charted populations of harvesters. Fuck! No! No, let me read. No! Maps display the charted populations of harvesters' locations on a monthly basis. I got it. Memory. My power. Okay, so August 1st. That is way too many of them, but okay. That is already way too many of them. Oh no. Hello, my friends. Your faces look vaguely uncanny, but that's okay. Red jacket and blue jacket, guys. I want a girl with the right allocations. Sharp as a tack. Touring the facilities. Picking up slack. Sorry that so many of my videos is just me referencing music. Go listen to Cake, though. Uh-oh. Oh no, the child is going away from their parent into the woods. Where they're obviously going to be harvested. The heartbeat sound effect is scary. Something's gonna jump out at me. Oh no. Oh no. That was horrifying. They're moving. Oh, they're migrating. Which is weird. I don't remember them being able to, like, move like that. Oh, is that blood? Oh. The effects on the melting skull are crazy. Whoa, whoa, we saw it. Wait, we got another frame. Come on. Show me the frame. Show me the frame. You know, this is my favorite part of watching these. Come on. There it is. Okay. Aw, damn it. I can't read that. I can't even begin to read that. Y'all are seeing what I'm seeing, right? It's like so grainy. Is there any way I can like make the playback better? Does that do anything? Not really, no. I wonder if anyone in the comments has deciphered it. Let's find out. Give that a like. As always, the link to the original video will be down below in the description. You should go check. This commenter actually has gone over the entire storybook so far, but the specific section we're on is, the prince stood back, spread his arms, and before him glue a bright light. Glue. I've never seen that used like that before, huh? Mystical shapes and colors, lights and figures. The critters watched with wide eyes. Such sublime brilliance. The prince completed his display, and he vowed with the power he held and the help of his kingdom, he shall heal their home. To be honest, that was one of the most intense videos that we've covered on the channel so far. Like, that was awful. That was so awful. The child screaming, it like draws out a very raw response. They didn't even really use all that much text. We already know how those things, those plant fleshy tumor creatures, we already know how they work. And so now to actually see that, to be shown its effects on a child, is utterly horrific. The way that the melting flesh and the screaming was designed is nuts. Absolutely insane. So that was Species Anomaly Report. Wow. It's funny, after watching the last one where there was the kind of slightly silly looking... Anyways, now we've got flavor enhancer commercial. This one also contains flashing lights, loud sounds, and graphic content. Yay! I feel traumatized after that last video. That was horrible.
Flavor. The most crucial component to enjoying a good
meal. Wait, the flavor enhancer. I remember.
The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable. But what if you could savor every little detail you could possibly want? That is why we, at Nutrier Co., have made it so that you may enjoy every single bite you take. With our product, the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With overwhelming demand for this essential product, even since our start earlier this year, we have delivered what you wanted.
I want a Flavor Enhancer.
Now introducing the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe.
I'm the type of guy that can only...
Now packaged in a larger size and modified recipe,
eat the same thing
now even more savory goodness to go around. Since our debut in mid-1990,
I scare those around me.
The Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves. The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe will allow us to satisfy your growing, tasting needs. Now allowing you to add even more enhancer to your dinner, making your food even better to enjoy.
But I don't want to fund
the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe,
the Flavor
available
Enhancer
on shelves now. Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
Experience true savor is funny. Why is there one tone that is just continually rising?
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant, now allowing more generous amounts of enhancer at a time. Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Now available in stores near you. New
Beautiful.
Trier Co. Experience true save.
Ow. That is genuinely uncomfortable.
Make your taste buds pop with the new deluxe size. Make tasting even more awesome.
Does it keep being more?
Spoil your kids with this essential part of every meal. New Trier fruit flavor.
Bro, what is going on?
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe.
What is happening?
Required for all meals, no matter how small it seems, just a little more. It is crucial to everyday eating. You need the flavor enhancer to enjoy eating. You need the flavor enhancer. Consume. You need it. You must need it. You must. Consume.
I love these. The triangle symbol is very interesting. All right, another page. Damn, that was really cool. I really, really like that. I've really both of those. It feels like there's an increase in production quality of the series. Not that there was anything wrong with what was going on before, but this is totally different. All right, the prince gathered what he could and set sail onward. Once the prince returns home, they will come back to the island and return to the critters. He also had the triangle symbol on the boat, which is interesting. But okay, this one's called Uncovered Documents now. And then I think the one after this is the end of this. Experience True Savor, Ants. Okay. These are like art films, horribly disturbing art films. Not that the other ones aren't art, but just it feels just very different. New Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, newly rebranded product, instant hit, record sales. Okay. Confidential info. Files confiscated or not released to the public. Whoa, hold on. Go back. What did that say? Is safe to consume. Okay. Oh, sorry. That was just... I just moved it into frame. New Trier Co. is facing charges after numerous reports of sickness after consumption of their product. Ah, damn it. I knew I was supposed to leave it paused. The flavor enhancer only statements so far... Okay, the flavor enhancer, and then it's ripped up. Only statements made from the company so far are dismissing any issues, and they're saying that their product is safe to consume. We're looking at the symbol. There was a symbol on like a government official. Multiple government officials. Am I understanding this correctly? It's a great conspiracy, guys. Whoa. What are those? Like needles? Barbs? Is something growing in the brain? Okay, wait. C. Carcass conflicts with is that NATO? I'm not sure. The private organization of Containment and Research Consult Consult Association Society, Carcass. You know, sometimes when an acronym, they definitely started with the acronym and then built it out from that. That's kind of what Containment and Research Consult. That looks like Consult. I could be wrong though. Association Society kind of feels like it's they started with the word carcass and then tried to fill it in. But anyways, has been experiencing backlash from government agencies about cooperation and violation of newly introduced policies of something. The world may never know. How many carcasses does it take to get to the bottom of Vita Carnis? New log. We're watching someone type this in real time. Message to Carcass. And this one's called Message. I was wrong. This is not the last one. December 30th, 1990. I think the one after this one, then, is the final in the season.
In the distant horizon, the group of monoliths stand vacant. Although closed off to outsiders, their stance can be observed well outside the perimeter.
The monoliths.
It is known to have hundreds of thousands of fibers that weave themselves deep underground, all connected in a grand mycelial network.
Mycelial network.
Just to let you receive this package. This was left to you because we share a common goal. I'm aware that you study the carcass and research their properties.
The Carnis.
I'm also aware that you have received backlash.
I've been calling them Carnies this whole time because multiple people told me it's supposed to be Carnies, and then this thing just said Carnis. I'm going to kill myself. Not really, but oh my god.
Something isn't as it seems.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, I saw this one. Okay.
You know this too.
Okay. We've been following an investigator this whole time.
Countless casualties, missing persons, fatalities, and yet no proper action, and a notable silence about these affairs.
Authorities refuse to handle the harvester.
Nothing being done. Because they don't want us to know. We've been kept in the dark while those above us slither and miss the blind. They have slowly been notified
Frontal lobe
of
deterioration.
mistakes, but they've made one crucial error.
Ugh.
Trails, crumbs, traces of information. I've collected these pieces and found their loose ends. This is why I've left this message to you. The document included with this tape is all the information that I have gathered. Every continuity, every cover, every clue that I could find.
So cool. So interesting. I love conspiracy stuff. Although, I will say, it is always funny to me when we talk about like conspiracy specifically regarding well-known ideas of these, of like a secret society or a group. Like, you know, I've heard people say the Illuminati or the Freemasons, and quite a few others are you know, this cult that has infiltrated the global elite, blah 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 blah. And it's like, and there's all these messages and symbols, and it's like, yes, I am sure that the secret society that has all of the power is definitely going to then, once they get into power, be like, you know what we were missing this entire time? The clues. We need to plant the trail of breadcrumbs, guys. We need to make up a symbol to be our group's symbol, and then put it on everything. It's just funny. I don't know. Anyways, they all lead here.
Something has been going on these few years. Something big.
An island.
Something they don't want us to know about. Just when you come in. I don't have the power to change things. But you do. Alongside the documents, our plans. Plans for a meeting, one of great importance. You have the resources. This information I've provided to you. I hope you can put a stop to all this
they're all migrating to one island. I also hope it isn't too late. It's interesting how there's suddenly like a more
The monoliths are truly an astonishing sight to
coherent story thread. With like an investigator. Are they all going towards the monolith? Is that the end? Oh, was that the page this time? Was it ripped up? Thanks for watching. Interesting. One huge idea that I'm seeing in the comments under this video and that I'm thinking about myself is how a lot of the information in some of these sections is conflicting with each other. And one commenter pointed out, if there is a government conspiracy to not necessarily cover up what's going on, but to obfuscate what's going on, or maybe they're trying to make people more fearful so they can like control something about the way the public perceives what's going on in the world. It's possible the earlier information, which was definitely shown to us as like, here's a government instructional tape, here's a PSA, here's an piece of educational material to teach you what to be afraid of, why there would be discrepancies, why the mimic creature maybe wasn't as powerful as it was how powerful we were shown that it was in the original videos. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, so long story short, the government is meddling. There is another group, I believe, called Carcass, and Carcass is approaching whoever this person investigating what's going on, and who has that board with all these newspaper clippings of all these discrepancies and all of these different, things that are wrong with the narrative, and they are trying to give them more information. For what purpose? I'm not totally sure yet. We're about to find out. This is now the end of season 1. Thank you for being here. And by the end, I mean there's one more video, and that's the end. But yeah, it's a little longer. Here we go. Facility 0. Okay, so that's the symbol for Carcass. Nice. I wish I could get that acronym one more time so I could see if I'm getting the name wrong.
Mission brief. Three ground teams are tasked with infiltrating a previously abandoned mall titled Facility 0.
A mall, an abandoned mall, okay.
Which is located in the restricted zone based on our info. The mission will take place in 3
triangle.
stages: infiltration, encirclement, and ambush. Primary objective is to capture the facility and seize the items of interest for extraction. Numerous armed guards are located within the facility. Avoid detection and keep up your guard.
Several spheres composed of an unidentifiable material have been located in various locations on multiple continents. Each found thus far have been located via strange signatures being emitted by the orbs being caught on various devices. As of the time this document is written, 4 singularities have been acquired. 3 more signatures have been located and are currently being investigated. Descriptions referred to on document 1.1. Instructions are currently as follows. Remain on standby until all singularities have been obtained, and once all entities have been apprehended and contained at Facility 0, begin Stage 2 of the program. Refer to document 9, Nutrier, for basic briefing. Okay. Once all entities... Okay, Facility 0. Alright, we're getting the Norm's notes.
Alpha team, in position. Beta team, in position. Gamma team, in position.
Alpha and Beta.
Copy. Beginning phase 1.
The Omegaverse. Omega team is in position. What type of position is that? You might be asking yourself.
Clear the pathway now.
I'm so funny, guys. Laugh, please.
Pathway cleared. Give them the green light.
They killed
Copy.
something?
Green light is a go. Begin
Okay.
phase 2 in advance.
They're advancing now. It's turning into Mission Impossible, guys. I've never seen Mission Impossible.
Alpha team, copy. Beginning advance.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
All right, we're heading out. Move, move, move!
Guy who has only seen Mission Impossible watching anything. This is giving me Mission Impossible vibes. I'm noticing there's a protagonist. I'm noticing dialogue is happening. I'm aware that there are scenes, camera movements. Guys, this is just like Mission Impossible. The music is really cool.
Lights off. Come on. Move.
I try to talk to keep myself from getting scared. This one feels a little more action, though. I don't think we're going to get jump scared in the same way. This music is lending to that atmosphere, but just it feels like we're following a SWAT team. Okay, they're in. We're in. Copy. We're in. Repeat and repeat, we're in a boat.
Keep your distance. Single file.
Alpha team, take the lead. The production quality on this video is crazy, guys.
Halt!
Halt!
In position. Awaiting green light.
Okay. This video from the entrance. We're playing FNAF again, guys. Shopping center. Yes.
Eyes are secure. Turning blind. Light's green.
Those people? Yes, they are.
Copy. Green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
The eye closed. Weird. They've surrounded it, just like they said. Everything's working so far. Notice how they're in a triangle formation. I am very smart. Needed emotional support. Also need him to not be looking at the screen. This is too scary for him. His name is Bartholomew M, by the way. In case anyone's been wondering what his name is this entire time, his name's Bartholomew. What a nerd. Am I right? Oh, what is that? What was that? His name is Bartholomew. I don't want to die.
Alpha team in position. We are experiencing mechanical interference. Should we resume? Copy. Phase 3 is still a go. Preparing for breach.
Bro doubted himself.
Breach in 3, 2, 1. Breach.
What's in there? I mean, I guess the singularity, right? Or a singularity?
Get down! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! I said get down! Get down! Put down your weapon! Get down! Put down your weapon! Put your hands up! Get down! I said get down!
There were a bunch of them. The singularity balls. Is that it? That can't be it, guys. Damn. Vita Carnis? Now I don't know anymore. Season 1 finale. This show is so good. Alright. That's Season 1. Thank you for joining me. This has been very cool. This has been very fun and cool. And, yeah. So obviously they broke into the facility and found that, I guess the government was putting all of the spheres all together, right? I know a lot of those channels. Actually, I think I know most of those channels. And they were doing something with them. Not sure exactly what, but definitely something. Damn. Anything at the very end? More to come. Exciting. It'll be sad on the day when more to come is not at the end because it has concluded. How much of Season 2 is out, I wonder? Guess I can look it up, but... like, is it finished yet? I'm not sure. Alright, that was Vita Carnis Facility 0 and the end of Season 1. This series has blown my mind over and over and over again with how innovative and interesting it has gotten and continued to be. I remember when the initial video, when I first watched the initial video, there were elements of it that felt similar to other analog horror that I'd seen, and now at the conclusion of the first kind of chapter of the story, I can now pretty firmly say that it's very unique, has its own spin, its own take, its own identity, and it fully is deserving of the place that it currently holds within the analog horror wider mythos. And honestly, it should be ranked higher. Like, I wish people talked about this more. I'm excited to see if Season 2 continues this streak, if it holds up to the immensely high bar that this has already set. I think it probably will, especially seeing how the last few episodes that we watched got increasingly higher in production quality. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where it's taken next. I don't know, I don't remember if I said this already, but as always, link below in the description to the original videos. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I will see you in the next video, see you in the next transmission. We are Legion. Goodbye. And before I go, I'd like to thank the patrons. First off, welcome new patron Lori. And also thank you Kira, AJ, Dark Beast, Blackest Bile, Coyote, Cuba, Bat Noise, Phoenix, Hadley, Bees, Joy, Amelia, Boris, Panflute, Thomas, Audrey, Justin, Lou, Ray, ZK, Tom, Dave, Elkie, Stardrop, Nude, George, Joseph, Mr. Fox, Possum, Kyojin, Drarko, and Geek Filter. See you in the next video. Goodbye!